Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to talk about how to calculate running total. So please try to watch all my previous videos so that you'll get more understanding in DAX, Power BI, and also sequels of development, performance tuning and integration services. Now let's go to the Power BI desktop. There you can understand today's video demo. So for time being, already I have designed the report, so I'll try to explain each and every step what I've done here. So before getting the details of the report, let me explain what are the tables I have imported from the Excel. So dim customer, dim geography, dim product, sales territory, dim date, product category, subcategory, internet sales. So these are the tables I have imported from the Excel, and also will try to understand what kind of relationship I have established between the dimension tables and fact tables. So understanding a relationship, it's very important in Power BI. Now I'll try to see that. Just click on model, collapse to, scroll down a little bit. Now you can see that already I have enabled the relationship between the dimension tables and fact tables. For example, if I place the mouse here, you can see that based on this key column I have enabled the relation between the dim date and internet sales. Even you can understand what kind of direction it's like one direction to many direction. So the field of propagation flowing from the dimension tables to the fact tables. So like that I have enabled the relationship between other tables also. We'll try to speak more in upcoming sessions. For timing, we'll try to focus on today's report only. Just click on report. So now we can see that we have created another table, that is ranking table. So basically what are the table I have created here? So I'm using that as a slicer. I will try to show what data it contains. Just click on data. So now we can see that ranking value 5, 7, 15, 20, 30. So based on this we are calculating the running sum and all. So we'll try to see that is also. Now, so this is the matrix visual. So this is the one chart. So here what I'm doing, so each day wise we have the sales. In July 1st, what is the sales? In July 2nd, what is the sales? In July 3rd, what is the sales? So here I'm calculating the running total. So 7 days running total. So what do you mean by that? Means, so I have exported this data into the CSV format. I'll try to show that is. So if we see here, 7 days running means from this date 7 days back, okay, including this data also. If you go back to the 7 days, you will get this running total. So for example, if you sum means 4339, see 4339, 3 days, 6 7 774, 4 days. Now I'll try to show the 7 days, sorry, this one, 7 days. Now you can see 7 days. See 12178. Okay, here if you see 11364. Now go back to the 7 days back only. So 12712, 7 days back, 13659. Again for this data also 7 days back, 12689. For this data also 7 days back, 1611. So like that. So we are getting the running total for the 7 days. Okay, so each day wise. So same thing I have taken as a visual, so easily we can understand. And also we have the slicer, so we can slice and dice the data. So if you want excuse me, if you want, you can change also, so that based on this date we can understand running total for 7 days, right? So in this date, if you go back to the 7 days, you'll get this value. So running total for 7 days. So this is hard coded value. So in this measure running total, I'll try to show what kind of expressions I have used. So running total, so here if you notice here I have hard coded this value, so it's not going to change. But I want to see the dynamically, I want to pass based on the selection, I want to see that this value has to be changed. How to do that? So we'll try to see that is also. So by using filter function, I'm just making 7 days running total. Okay, so in another page, so I have created one more slicer. So whatever the ranking table I have created, that value I have taken as a slicer here. So based on the selection, I'm just calculating the running total for these days. Okay, so for example, if I click on 5 means, so 5 days running total, 7 means 7 days, 15 means 15 days, 20 days means 20 days, 30 days means 1 month running total. So like that we can, so dynamically we can achieve this by using the slicer and all. So I'll try to show what kind of expressions I have written to get the expected output and all here. Okay, just click on here. So try to zoom it so that you can see it. So to capture whatever the selected value, so whatever the slicer we are selecting, so I'm just by using selected value function, I'm storing into this variable. So after that I have declared one more variable. In this I am using the calculates max function, and also I have used the filter function. Here I am writing a condition that, so based on the condition, so here if we select a 5, 7, 12, whatever it is, so I'm just taking this variable into this variable instead of hard coding values, so that we can select, we can see the dynamically running total based on the selected value, right? So like that we can see, you can understand, you can change anything, it will work. Whether you want to 5 days or 7 days, so you can select any of the date, whatever you want. Okay, so that's all for today's video. So if you have any questions or queries, you can send me an email or drop your comments in the comment section, so that I'll try to reply as soon as possible. Stay tuned for our videos. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.